Michelle and I have come to be our guest, and we brought friends. Hi! All right, Michelle and I and our friends, the Uyghurs, are coming with us, and we are heading in to Be Our Guest restaurant. This is a last-minute reservation. We have a snag today. We're really excited about it. The first thing you notice is the decor, especially the stained glass, done in tile work, but it's still pretty awesome, and you can kind of see your way into the restaurant there. And one of the funny parts about this is actually the knights over here talk to each other. This one's snoring. But we don't know what room we're gonna get. We did request the West Wing, but we're gonna see. Just remember, this is a Prix restaurant, and our friends are here. Just so you can see, this is the main ballroom, and it does have the angel babies up in the ceiling, which are Imagineers' children. They're faces of the children. And we're being led by the amazing Rico. I won't put him on camera because I didn't ask him. We're going to be seated in the West Wing, and it's total different decor. And this is exciting. I haven't been in here in years. This is so cool. And the nice thing is that when the petal falls on the rose over there, you can see the beast over there. So we've been sat at our table. We have excellent decor. Again, this is a prefix menu. I'll put pictures in so you can see. Just understand that this is one of the restaurants on Magic Kingdom property that you can buy alcohol at. So if you're interested in it, it is extra. It is not included. So I want you to understand that. So you might be saying, why is this menu prefix? I can tell you, it's some of your all fault. Because it used to be a la carte, like a standard restaurant. They also had a great breakfast here. And all of these things went away because guests decided, honestly, to buy a cup of coffee and then sit in a seat, taking up a spot in a popular restaurant that a lot of people wanted to eat at, and they were looking for turnover and taking up a seat for hours. I'm not talking about visiting for a little bit, drinking your coffee and leaving. They're buying this coffee and then just sitting there. And Disney won't kick you out because that's not right, and they know it. But because of guests making those choices, they got rid of the breakfast and they made a prefix menu so that you can't just come in, buy the great stuff, and sit here. So that's why it's prefix. If you want to know, it's a guest problem, not a Disney problem. So Michelle got the walnut and endive salad, which is Roquefort cheese, green apple, radicchio, and champagne vinaigrette. I picked up the blue crab bisque, which is finished with brandy, a creme fraiche, and a chive oil. And Mark, he picked up the weird thing. He picked up the gummy bears and butter. No, I'm just kidding. Mark picked up the escargot de Bourgogne and Bourgogne, and then he picked up, which is braised in white wine then baked in garlic herb butter. All of these look really good. And then they gave us a baguette with butter and olive oil. And we're looking forward to this because we're all hungry. Like I said, I apologize for the lighting here in the West Wing, but I think it gives the video some class. Just like my drink, which is the Roses and Rhubarb. This is Four Roses Small Batch Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Tempest Fugit Creme de Noyau Liqueur, and Fee Brothers Rhubarb and Cardamom Bitters. Michelle also picked up a cocktail, and she got the Handsome Brut. This is Tito's homemade vodka, one of her favorite vodkas, and Chambord liqueur, pomegranate juice, and lemon garnished with a sugared rim and raspberries. Mark also got the Roses and Rhubarb because he and I think alike, as you'll actually find out shortly. Okay, appetizer course done. The crab bisque was amazing. The crab was perfectly shredded. It was in a really nice cream sauce. The brandy finish, everything about that crab bisque said, this is incredible. The baguette was warm. The butter was nice and soft. The olive oil added a little bit of a treat to it. And when I finished my soup, I used the rest of my baguette to clean out my bowl. The combination was perfect. It was, I have to be honest, I came into this kind of worried because we've eaten here before in the prefix menu, and it was atrocious. there's a review. You can look back and you're going to hear me trying to be nice about it. I try really hard to be positive and not go after a meal, even if it's like it's okay, or you know, that soup made up for everything I had last time. So I'm going to see what Michelle thinks of her walnut and endive salad.
So I enjoyed my salad. It wasn't anything overly exciting, but I just kind of wanted a light appetizer because I figured we're going to have a lot of food coming with the entree, but the dressing was good, and it's everything I look for in a salad, so I enjoyed it.
And now Mark is going to talk about his escargot. Here we go.
All right, so I've had lots of escargot in my life. Anytime I find it, I eat it because you can't get it everywhere. What I liked about them is they were not real earthy. I had one that was earthy, and if you eat escargot, you know what that means. A lot of times the garlic butter is overwhelming. This was just really, really nice, and the garlic butter didn't take away from the actual flavor of the wine snails. It was in a red wine sauce too. So the drink, it's not quite an old-fashioned. There's a little bit of the fruit flavor behind it, but you really do get to taste a lot of the bourbon, which I like. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Here's Mark. Snails good.
It is my line.
By the way, that audio just got recorded, so yeah. So for me, I haven't tried the drink yet, so I'm gonna go for this. What's it called? The roses and
Rhubarb.
yeah. I haven't tried my drink yet. It's the roses and rhubarb. So here we go. Let's see what we think live on camera. Yeah, I agree with Mark. There's a little fruit forward, especially it's got a little bit the strawberry rhubarb kind of flavor is there, and I really like that bitterness that rhubarb provides to the bourbon. Because bourbon tends to sweeten up drinks even if you don't add a lot of sugar to them because of the way that bourbon is made. So this is very good. I'm going to see what Michelle thinks of her cocktail. Cheers.
I enjoyed the drink I ordered. It's fruity, but it's not like overly sweet, which is kind of what I go for. So it was.
Just say the name of it, because I didn't say the name of it.
Do I have to repeat it?
No, just say the Handsome Brute.
A Handsome Brute. Food good.
Do you have anything else to say about it?
No.
Okay.
This is why we love Michelle.
I don't want to talk to the camera anymore.
So the appetizer course was a winner. I think on everybody's plate. I mean, Mark's wife is here. She's choosing to not review anything today, so I'm not even going to say her name, Carrie Ann. And so the appetizer course is great. Michelle's entree has arrived. This is the steak frites, and as you can see, you have this lovely French fries on a very hot plate. Ow, 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 ow. And there's your steak right there with the French fries, and it comes with some dipping sauce. There on the right is the add-on she did, which is the Roquefort fondue. Again, she has the steak frites, a slow roasted butcher's steak, house-cut French fries, and a red wine sauce. I saw that. And then I ordered, and Mark as well, so we have the same exact thing, ordered the grilled filet mignon with the garlic confit mashed potatoes, haricot verts, and brandy peppercorn sauce. And I also added the double smoked bacon with onion jam, which is that piece sitting on top, and it just looks lovely. Also, if you hear the music, the beast is about to come into the room. Thank you, Beast. That was cool. So, since Mark and I had the same thing, I'm gonna have Mark talk about it first.
So we had the filet mignon with the extra smoked bacon on top. Two things I liked about it. Number one is it was cooked perfectly, right? It was that right amount of tenderness. It was definitely not overcooked because I like mine medium rare. And the flavor was really good. And the bacon, though, I was expecting like a bacon jam type thing, but it was more like gammon. It was a really thick slice of bacon. So it was like having a whole second steak made of pork. Smoked perfectly. Everything was amazing.
I'm going to be honest, there's nothing I can add to that. Mine was exactly the same. I really liked the onion jam on top. It actually worked really well with the potatoes. I actually mixed mine into the potatoes. It was great. My steak was just above medium rare, which is where I like it. I don't want it to be like closer to medium. It was so good, and it was excellent. And Michelle had the steak frites with the Roquefort add-on, and let's see what she thinks of it.
I enjoyed the whole meal. The steak was cooked exactly the way I asked it. It was a very good cut of steak. Seasoned really well. I don't remember if they said what the seasoning was. If it was in the beginning of this when we described it. Yeah, it was really tasty. Fries, nothing special, but made in house, cooked really well, and the cheese was a nice added touch. I enjoyed the whole thing.
So there you have it. The meal here has gotten a lot better. Now we still have desserts, and we'll see how the desserts go. But 2 out of 3 so far. So this is a huge improvement. Be our guest. Thank you. So we just had a really good conversation with Isam, our server, who, by the way, has been fantastic. On the ball, bringing water, doing the whole thing. And he brought up a really good point. Michelle and I just recently did a review on Cinderella's Royal Table. You should check that one out. I would say that's a higher price point than here. It's also a prefix menu, and so far this is better. I wouldn't have said that the last time I was here. I would not have said that at all the last time I was here. But the price point is lower than it is, because it's like $95 at Cinderella's Royal Table. You do get more visits from the princesses. There's a little bit of an added experience. However, this is $72 per person, and the food is better. Because I was at Cinderella's Royal Table like just a little bit ago. Check that review. You'll see I loved it, but this is so far, it's better. It's just better. Dessert has arrived, and Michelle ordered the Blooming Rose, which is the chocolate cake topped with the gray stuff. Technically, the gray stuff is off to the left, and it is delicious. Just ask the dishes. And then Mark and I both ended up with the creme brulee tart, which is orange custard, passion fruit meringue, and chantilly cream. And all of this looks great. Oh, I've been corrected. The gray stuff's in there. I was like, look at the green frosting that they're calling gray. No. There's the gray stuff. So, I guess that's green frosting, because that's my color blindness. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay, it's dessert time. I'm gonna go first. The creme brulee was really nice. It had a nice light crust on it. The fruitiness of the brulee part of the creme brulee part of the creme brulee was very, very good. I actually really liked the little sugared tokens that came with it. They were nice and lemony, and they had a nice texture. Very much like that dessert. Is very good. So now Michelle, she's going to talk about the rose.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. That's about it. I mean, I've had it before. It's always good. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I ate every last bite. Food good.
All right. So I also had the creme brulee. Really loved the fact that it was balanced. You didn't get too much of the fruit and the tartness. You got a good balance with the sweetness from the cream. And I agree, the little meringue things were awesome. If I had to nitpick, I like my custard a little bit firmer, and I know this sounds really like too picky, but it was kind of like a really, really soft custard. And if it was just a little bit more solid, that's more to my liking. But flavor-wise, the crust on the top was all perfect.
Now, the last time we were here, we were not impressed. Really hated. I'm still not the biggest fan of the prefix. I understand why they did it, but I feel like the food has gotten a lot better here. The options are better. I think there's more options than the last time we were here. Overall, I enjoyed it. I'd come back.
I love the food. I actually had it here more recently, I guess, where I also really enjoyed it. I agree with the options. There's all kinds of entrees you can choose from, appetizers you can choose from, so there's a lot of variety. And everything was extremely high quality. And when you pay this amount for something and the menu is going to be fixed, it needs to be really, really good. And it was. And so it made every dollar worth it.
So there you go. Food good. I'm stealing it from Michelle, because she's not wrong. Like, that's the thing. And Mark hit the nail on the head. You want, if you're gonna pay that price for a fixed menu, you want every item to be good, regardless of what you grab. You don't want any of the items to be questionable or iffy. And there's not everything that was eaten at this table, we just got a card that was signed by the Beast while I'm doing this. See, look, the Beast signed the card. If you're going to come to a restaurant like this, you want the meal, everything on the meal to be good, so you don't worry about your choice. And the nice thing is that, like, just so you understand, this is a signature meal for the two of us with our alcohol, $221.52. So you're gonna pay a lot, especially if you bring your family here. You're looking at $400 easy. So just remember, this is pricey. It is a signature experience. The nice thing is that it's finally back to the signature experience that's worth the money that you're going to pay for it. I think Michelle agrees with me. Yep, I just got a nod when I turned and looked at her. So it used to not be. It used to be one of those things where it's like, it's just not working. Why am I paying this money for this? So much better. Anyway, hope you liked this review of Be Our Guest. We got lucky and got this reservation. We weren't expecting to have this reservation. I was like, I'm going to do a review then, since I was able to get the reservation. Really great having Mark and Carrie Ann here to be able to enjoy this meal with us. Thank you very much for watching the dining review. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comments. And like we always say, we don't like to say goodbye because we're going to see you real soon. But we say, see you bye.